Welcome, welcome, welcome. Live at the Steelmatic Network with G Honda. Live at the Steelmatic Network with G Honda. This is episode one of the UFC news and update analysis content. Episode one of the UFC content, news, updates, and analysis. Appreciate y'all being here today. Appreciate y'all being here today. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that Cash App, Steelmatic001. Steelmatic001. How y'all doing today, man? How y'all doing today? Hit that like button on the way in. Hit that like button on the way in. Appreciate y'all being here with me on this Thursday, end of the week. I know y'all had a productive week, had a strenuous work week. But hope it was productive nonetheless, because that's all that matters is productivity and progress must progress. Appreciate y'all being here with me, man. Appreciate y'all being here with me, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that link. Join the Discord. Y'all see the Discord link in the chat. Be sure to join the Discord, follow the Discord, man. Also hit that subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed. Help me get past that 500 marker so we can get monetized out here in these YouTube streets. Man, appreciate y'all being here with me, man. Appreciate y'all being here with me, man. Absolutely. Appreciate y'all being in here with me today, man. Let's get cooking. Let's get cooking. But first and foremost, I want to give a heartfelt shout out to all the victims, everybody that was affected by those storms, by the storms in Boone, by the storms in Florida, in Tampa, Florida, that received damage to their houses as well as to their property. I know here in North Carolina, in the Asheville area, in Boone, around that way, a lot of people were suffering from disasters from Helena. And also, if you was affected please go to FEMA.gov and DRF for any federal aid you may need in this time of recovery. I know very well they're still trying to recover, restore water and power down that way because it was very disastrous down that way. So if you are in need of federal assistance, please don't hesitate to hit FEMA.gov and disaster assistance and DRF.com. Absolutely, absolutely, man. Who we got in the building today? Man? I appreciate y'all being on here with me on this new sector, this new panel of the network, the UFC news update and analysis. I know you see the background, you see an octagon. One Willie Walker claimed to compete in, but I doubt it. But that's what he says. But shout out Willie Walker. Shout out Willie Walker, the former MMA fighter. But man, I appreciate y'all being on here with me, man. I appreciate y'all being here on this journey with me, man. It means everything to me. This don't happen without you guys. This don't happen without you guys. Like, share, subscribe, hit that Cash App, Steelmatic001, Steelmatic001. Support the show. And let's get into it. So first thing we're gonna talk about today, we're gonna get into some of the MMA news and some of the madness. And I pretty much know y'all pretty familiar with Conor McGregor. Now Conor McGregor, he's one of the biggest MMA stars ever, and that's not currently competing, but made some of the most money in UFC history. And Conor McGregor, of course, you've seen him everywhere. He's a former two-time champion. I'm sorry, featherweight and lightweight UFC champion. And he's made a ton of money in the UFC. He's fought in the boxing ring with Floyd Money Mayweather, made a ton of money for himself, and he is a well-endowed businessman. Have his own whiskey label, Proper 12. That's posted everywhere, and he's his own household name, if you will. own household name from the country of Ireland, did big and great things for herself, and made a like I said, made a ton of money. You know, I bet with that, but I believe with the Floyd fight, he made well over $100 million, and you know you would have thought that he would have rolled off into the sunset with that, right? But mm-mm. He had to come back and fight Khabib and get destroyed and mollywop. I mean, me personally, I thought for sure that that was indeed is going to be his last fight. And of course, you know, he came back and fought, you know, Dustin Poirier and got his leg broken, all that crazy stuff. But nonetheless, Conor McGregor, you know, one of the UFC's biggest stars, one of the cash kings, if you will, that the UFC has ever seen. Um, done did many great things for the sport, brought elevated the financial aspect of the sport to new heights and heights that it's never seen, and has brought many a star power to the sport of UFC. You know, he brought it to, like I said, he brought the heights that it's never been, and he's made some of the most money that was ever made. Yeah, one of the most highest grossing fighters on the roster at the time. But me personally, I see no point for him to compete anymore. I see no point for him to compete ever again, because I'm like, you know, you've made the bankroll. You know, you could go get into movies, do acting, and do other things. Like, why would you ever want to put your body through that duress when you don't have to? When you have M's in the bank, when you have, you know, a huge follow, a massive following, a country behind you. He's from Ireland, so he indeed has the country of Ireland, the UK behind him. So I mean, it's just pointless for you to do so, right? Completely pointless for you to do so. And you know, it's just one of those things to where, like, you know, you got one of those guys that, okay, so if I'm generating millions, and if I can't get equity in the company, if I can't get say a percentage of the company, I'm not want to be a part of that no more, right? And I think that was the case between him and Dana White, to where Dana ain't want to give up a percentage of that, you know, stock and edge of the company. So I guess he parted ways. I mean, but hey, you made enough money to go do whatever else you wanted to do, you know, make your own investments, take your money elsewhere. And I'm pretty sure all that money that he got from that Floyd fight, he's doing great things. He's doing great things. And he, you know, truth be told, man, if you got that amount of money, and I don't know exactly how that, I have to do the research, you know, to see how much that translates in pounds. I mean, I think the pound is more than $1 now, but like I say, he's made a great deal of money. He's made a great deal of money. Who we got in the house tonight? Salute Trey. Trey, my guy. Trey, my guy. How you doing today, Trey? How you doing today, brother? Happy Thursday to you, man. How you doing today, brother? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Trey, you out there working, man? You on the clock, bro? You being productive, man? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. It's Thursday, man. Everybody on the grind. Everybody trying to get the week over with. I understand, man. You know, um, but yeah, man. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you tuning in, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, Trey, man, just got this MMA sector going, the UFC sector of the Steelmatic network going, you know, doing the updates, doing the news updates and a lot. And yeah, man, appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate you being here. What you got, brother? What you got, brother? Yeah, I just got off. Oh man, salute to you, brother. Salute to you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate you being here, brother. So yeah, but you know, like I said, man, Conor McGregor, man, he definitely made a ton of money from the company, and afforded himself a lifestyle of luxury that he could do a plethora of other things. And you know, I and he made a ton of money to where he could do a plethora of other things, and then like I said, create avenues for other people, and which is a very great thing, man. It's a very great thing. What you got, Trey? Got confused with your pre-records. Yeah, man. No, so like, well, with my premieres, it's a funny story with my premieres, man. Because a lot of them they still say live. Because anytime I flip the switch for a premiere, it I don't know, it reallocates back to the live setting. But I just go on there and type on there. It's a pre-record, and it's a flaky thing, man. It's a flaky fixture, man. But yeah, man, we gonna tweak it, work that out, man. So I don't be confusing everybody. Because I get texts and emails all the time, Trey. You ain't the only one, bro. But man, I appreciate all y'all support, man. I appreciate all y'all support with me, man. I appreciate all y'all rocking with me, man. It means everything to me. Means everything to me. It does. Absolutely, man. I appreciate all y'all rocking with me. Absolutely. So next guy I want to get into, and we're gonna get into the fight night card that's happening later on. That's happening Saturday. But the next guy I wanted to get into, man, Conor McGregor's one of the biggest stars the UFC's ever seen. But the next guy I want to get into, man, Jon Jones, Jon Bones Jones. So he's fighting Stipe Miocic on his next outing, and basically, Jon Jones, one of the best talents we've ever seen. One of the best talents we've ever seen, man. One of the most dominant fighters that we've ever seen. And in combat sports, period. I know you had Ali, you had Tyson, you had a number of guys that was, just dominant, and just Jon Jones, since he was 19, 20, 21, won the title, won the UFC light heavyweight title when he was 23, if I'm not mistaken, and was just dominant, on a dominant tear for years, ran the table for years. Dominant champion. He's scheduled to fight Stipe Miocic at UFC 309 for the UFC heavyweight championship. And I will indeed be attending. Well, not attending, but watching. I will be watching. They scheduled the fight at MSG on the 16th of November. And Jon Jones, man, he's just one of those guys that, one of those generational talents that just flat out dominates. Flat out dominate. And, he's just a wrecking machine, a one-man wrecking crew. And that he one moment, y'all. I got a glitch going. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so Jon Jones, definitely been running the table for years, dominating his division for the 205 light heavyweight division for years. Dominated Shogun Rua to obtain a title at it to be the youngest UFC champion ever at the age of 23, and dominated all sorts of former champions: Quentin Rampage Jackson, Rashad Evans, Lyoto Machida, and all sorts of contenders. He's undefeated in the octagon, but he's scheduled to fight a guy, Stipe Miocic, a guy that indeed is a good fighter. However, Stipe Miocic has been out for the past couple years. I want to say he's been out for at least 3 years, 3 to 4 years. I want to say he hasn't fought and competed. And you coming back and you fighting this guy, to which that's basically inactive. I mean, if you're looking for an easy paycheck, sure. But you be the guy. You come back and you take time off, and you come back and choke a guy out, and you defeat the guy. Okay, understood. But I only say that to say this. Okay, so you go from you wanted to fight Francis Ngannou, a guy that did beat Stipe originally, big dominant guy, but end up leaving the UFC due to financial woes and issues with Dana White. Goes to the PFL. Don't know why. Don't know what that is. However, I only say, and of course, I also say that to say, don't fight a guy that's inactive. Why not fight Alex Pereira? Why not fight Tom Aspinall? Somebody that's active. But if you're looking at just to take an easy paycheck, if you're looking at just somebody who just breeze over, because you coming out, I mean, I don't know if you guys been following the national media, but I have. John comes out singing all this guy's praises, singing all Stipe's praises about, oh, you're a heavyweight GOAT. Man, you the only one calling this man the GOAT. You're the only one calling this man the GOAT. Cause you say Stipe Miocic's name, I'm not gonna hear him in the same breath as GSP. I'm not gonna hear his name in the same breath as Anderson Silva or a dominant champion. I'm not gonna hear his name in the same breath. I'm just not. I'm just not. But you need to hype that. You need him to hype to help, I guess, help facilitate your way out, I guess, if that's any way to put it. But you did state this is indeed going to be your last match. Granted, but fight somebody worthy. Fight a worthy opponent. Fight a worthy opponent. Because you have, your woes of your inactivity that you've been missing time. This guy Stipe, he's a part-time fighter. I mean, I'm sorry, part-time firefighter. Yeah, and that's basically who you've been fighting. Guy who haven't had a fight in the last 3 years, and he's just coming back for a paycheck, man. I mean, fight Pereira, fight Tom Aspinall. Yeah, fight somebody active, fight somebody that can fight you back. Like it makes zero sense. Like, I mean, it's just one of those things to where you got somebody that can't do well. The guy's an MMA fighter for a reason, of course, but the guy's been shelved. So, I mean, why not? Excuse me. So why not fight somebody that's active? I mean, damn. I mean, Israel fought the dude like 6 times. Israel Adesanya, the former middleweight champion, fought Pereira like 6 times, like 3 in kickboxing and 3 times in octagon. Yeah. Surely you can fight him once. You can do the same thing you did to Cyril Gunn and choke him out in the first round. I don't know. I don't understand. You've been out for, you had your problems with your drug issues, your PED issues, and you've missed a significant. John Jones has missed a significant amount of time. He's missed a significant amount of time, but I guess when you got the Mims in the bank, you can afford to do that. And you took off time going from light heavyweight to heavyweight, which I don't understand that part at all. I mean, yes, I'm like, yes, you beat, former champions, which was all significantly smaller than you. The only person that was close to your size was Gustafson and gave you a good match in that first outing. He did. He did. Thiago Santos was decent. Um, Reyes, Reyes was okay. Reyes was okay. But from Quentin Jackson, Quentin Rampage Jackson to Rashad Evans to Lyoto Machida. Um, uh, and other guys that you had a significant advantage of being bigger than, right? So John Jones was basically a heavyweight fighting at light heavyweight, if you will. I mean, you like 6'4", 6'5", 240, and you cutting down to 205. You basically a heavyweight fighting at 20 at light heavyweight. And you fight somebody your own size, man. I mean, fight Pereira. Why are you fighting Stipe, man? Why are you fighting Stipe? I mean, it's the craziest thing to me. It really is. Do I think it's going to be a good fight? No. Do I think it's going to be a quick fight? Yes. I mean, it's a layup. It's a layup. It's a money grab, if you will. It's a money grab. How Floyd Mayweather used to say it, organized bank robbery. Yeah, that's what it sums up to. The organized bank robbery. That's what it sums up to. But no, nonetheless, John Jones, man, he is a legend. He is a GOAT. I wouldn't necessarily call him the GOAT. I mean, because you got to realize, when you put him alongside a GSP, a Anderson Silva, and then for you to take off time, like in my opinion, I thought he should have just continuated from like heavyweight to heavyweight. You take off time, you accumulate troubles, you in this, that, and the fifth. I mean, you should have never took off time, my man. You should have never took off time. That was the worst thing you could have did. That's the worst thing you could have did. Okay, and folks, and like I said, I get the emails, I get the texts. People tell me all the time because I put my thoughts out there, and I'm just like, well, he took off time so that he can recuperate. I get that part. I get that part. And Floyd took off time. I'm like, well, John Jones is John Jones. Floyd Money Mayweather is Floyd Money Mayweather. Like, okay, Floyd took, significant time here and there and came back and still did what he did. That's fine. That's fine. He not him and he's not Floyd. But when you leave yourself vulnerable to outside troubles that can affect yourself and that can affect, or hold a huge sway on, your status and your status in the octagon in competition. And that's what I think happened with Jones. I think that's what verily happened with him. Like I said, with his troubles and his time out and time away from the sport. And I just felt like he should have, when he went from 205, he should have took time. Well, he shouldn't have stayed out. He shouldn't have stayed inactive. He should have stayed active, continually competed, build up. And, that would have, I believe that would have more so solidified him because I just don't see it how you can be the GOAT and you beat a whole bunch of guys that you were significantly significantly bigger than. I mean, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. But he's definitely a GOAT. He's definitely a GOAT alongside GSP and Anderson Silva. And he is an all-time great. He is an all-time great. But yeah, that fight, that's gonna be should be a first rounder, if you will. I mean, he should get Miocic out there in the first round, choke him out in the first round, just like he did Cyril Gane. I mean, shouldn't be a fight whatsoever. I mean, if you've been out, a guy that been shelled for 3 years, like Miocic has been, it's no way. I mean, it should be no way possible you come in and compete in any way. It should not be. I mean, it's a money grab for both fighters, nonetheless. But it's just one of those things to where, you just come in and Jones just gonna dominate, as it should be, as it should be. So next thing I want to get into, Neil Magny and Carlos Prates. Neil Magny and Carlos Prates, they're on this weekend, this Saturday night fight card slot. Absolutely, there this weekend's fight card slot. Neil Magny versus Carlos Prates, a welterweight bout at 170. Neil Magny, a veteran, ranked number 15 in the welterweight slottings. However, a solid competitor, Neil Magny. However, he's facing Carlos Prates, which Carlos Prates, he is indeed won his last 3 fights by way of knockout with a record of 20-6, 15 wins by knockout, 3 wins by submission, 8 first round finishes. 8 first round finishes. Yes. So it's definitely going to be a dangerous fight for Neil Magny. Neil Magny is going to look to go the distance with him and utilize his wrestling. But, 100% striker and a finisher, a demolition man like Carlos Prates is definitely coming for his head, definitely coming to take him out. He's had his last 3 fights, 2 of which has been stopped in the first round, and the other one was stopped in the second round. So Carlos Prates is a killer. Who we got in the building? Who we got in the building? Shout out SMD. SMD. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Absolutely. What you got? I see you, G Honda. Proud of you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Appreciate you being here, SMD. Appreciate you being here. So yeah, definitely Neil Magny. Sorry about that, y'all. So definitely Neil Magny, a guy that's 23-13. 8 of his wins came by knockout, 4 by submission. However, is indeed he's coming off 2 wins. However, he's got a tall order. He has a tall order in Carlos Prates, and Carlos Prates is coming for his head. Carlos Prates is coming for his head. Cause just call it what it is, man. It's just one of those things to where, you know, um, all his fights ended in stoppage, and he is definitely coming to take your head, Neil. He's definitely coming to take your head. Yep, 100% striker. He ain't looking to clinch. He ain't looking to grapple. He ain't looking to choke you. He's coming to knock you out, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that cash app. Steelmatic 001. Steelmatic 001. Man, I appreciate y'all being in here today, man. Appreciate y'all being in here today, man. Also, some more solid fights on the night. So let's see. But yeah, some more solid fights on the night. But that John Jones fight on the 16th, John Jones fighting Stipe Miocic for the heavyweight title. And also, that's the fight. That's the same fight card. Michael Chandler's gonna fight Charles Oliveira in the second fight. Their first outing, Charles Oliveira did win by stoppage. He did finish Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler, if anybody that's not familiar with Michael Chandler, he's the guy that was trying to wait out to fight Conor McGregor, but Conor McGregor made a movie, made Roadhouse, and decided that he wasn't going to come back. And Michael Chandler waited almost a year or two to get that money bag fight, but didn't end up getting it. But he did indeed. He's fighting Charles Oliveira for the second time. So he will be the co-main in the John Jones Stipe Miocic fight. But man, I definitely appreciate y'all being here with me today, man. Y'all hit that like button, share the content. This is a new sector that's going to be every Tuesday and Thursday at 4. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 4. I will do full main cards analysis and full main card analysis on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and also just giving those full blown assessments on the fight, on the main fight card, that is, because you got the prelims and then you got the main card. So I'm gonna do the full blown assessments on the main card. But this is the new UFC news and updates analysis time slot for the 4 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we be back on the Steelers assessment, the Pittsburgh Steelers assessment on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at the 4 p.m. time slot. Tomorrow we may be looking at doing an open panel. Hit those notifications, set those time alerts, and also subscribe to the network, join the channel Discord. Join the channel Discord. It's in the chat link. I just posted it in the chat link. And also keep an eye on those notifications for any news and updates. And also who we got in the building. Shout out Raquel Rose. Raquel Rose, how are you doing on this Thursday, Rose? How are you doing on this Thursday, Rose? Absolutely. You stuck in traffic? You stuck in traffic? You stuck on 85 or 20? Put it in the chat. You stuck on 85 or 20? I know you in traffic. Appreciate you being here, Rose. But absolutely, man, I appreciate y'all being here, man. I appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the love and support, man. I could not thank y'all enough, man. But definitely, man, hit that notification button, man. Tap in with me, man. Join that Discord so you can keep a update and an eye on me and everything I drop, and also in the community tab as well. So so we all updated, we all in together like birds of a feather. Yeah. But man, I surely appreciate y'all being here with me, man. Rose, Trey, SMD, Willie Walker, Gav, Theo Coop, Do Better Podcast, Call Before the Horse, SBC. Appreciate y'all. Man, set that notification, man. I'll be back tomorrow at 4 at the Steelmatic Network for the Pittsburgh Steelers episode. Appreciate y'all. What you got, Rose? What you got? I'm a remote worker making dinner. Uh-oh. What's for dinner tonight, Rose? Uh-oh. What's for dinner, Rose? What we making? Pot roast? Meatloaf? Potatoes? Oh, okay. I see you, Rose. Yeah, make that dinner. But man, I appreciate y'all being in here today, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that Discord, hit that Cash App, Steelmatic 001, support the show. Man, I appreciate y'all. I am G Honda. This is the Steelmatic Network, the UFC sector. Till next time, till next Tuesday, y'all have a good day.